Hello, everybody. It's Palosrob signing on for another round of fireside chat, shall we call it? This time, it's a chance to point out yet another epic fail by the one and only MaKaElectric. This concerns the shooting in Florida, where a 71-year-old retired ex-cop, that's him, shot a 43-year-old dad, father of a 3-year-old daughter, in a movie theater because he was texting during the previews of the movie, the new movie Lone Wolf. Okay, this is from CNN. This is how they describe the story. In a dimly lit Florida theater, Curtis Reeves got into an argument with another moviegoer over texting. The two men exchanged words that gradually became more heated, and Reeves felt something in his face. Reeves, who minutes earlier had gone to seek a manager's help to stop the texting, this time reached into his pocket pants for a pistol. So he shot this 43-year-old man in the face for texting during the movie previews. The movie actually hadn't even started yet. MaKaElectric, of course, gets on the YouTube, and he talks about how he can't believe that this is a true story. If I were to try and show a piece of MaKa's video, of course, he would flag me and have it taken down, and he would go, "Oh, goody, goody, it's a strike against Palosrob on YouTube." Well, that's fine, but there's no rule against me giving you a transcript of what he had to say. But I can do even better than that. What I would like you to do is go to this URL, youtube.com/MaKaElectric. And it should be the main video you see. It has to do with ex-cop shooting in Florida, whatever. You'll see it, okay? Please watch that. Put this video on pause, watch that, and then come back, okay? All right. All right, now we'll have assumed that you saw that video of MaKaElectric's. Okay. So, to give you a little bit of a transcript of what he had to say, got it over here. He said, "I've been sitting over here for the last couple of days trying to figure this one out. How does a 71-year-old ex-police chief shoot and kill a guy in a movie theater over a text messaging dispute? I just can't figure it out." So in other words, it's not possible. There's no way in hell that a man who's a retired cop, a man who's 71 years old, can possibly shoot someone in a movie theater. It just can't happen under any circumstances. It can't happen. It's got to be fabricated. Then, of course, his high school education shows through and he says, "I need your guys' help." Isn't that great? Great English. it's "I need your help." I need your guys' help. That's great. Okay, anyway. I just can't figure this one out. This story doesn't make any sense to me. You're telling me that a 71-year-old retired police chief got heated enough to where he murdered someone over someone text messaging over some movie previews. So MaKaElectric is saying that's not possible. So on my YouTube channel, which is mostly text-based, as you know, if you read it, it's mostly comments and occasional videos like this one. I've mentioned, I came out with this. I said, perfect example of why MaKaElectric is full of shit. Watch the video below, referring to the one I just told you to watch. Then consider, maybe the retired cop wasn't supposed to have the weapon in his possession. More importantly, maybe the retired cop was mentally ill. That's too close to home, huh? Then I called him a moron. Okay, a couple of things to consider here. Could it be that this retired cop no longer had the legal requirements needed to have a gun in his possession? Could it be that this pistol was concealed and maybe it was illegal for it to be concealed? Was this weapon registered? I don't know. I'm just asking these questions. Or could he be mentally ill? Now, for MaKaElectric, we're not supposed to talk about that. The relationship between mental illness and not being allowed to own a gun, MaKaElectric will say on YouTube, well, of course, that you shouldn't be able to do that. No, but he doesn't really feel that way. He thinks everybody should be able to have a gun no matter what. I agree, everybody should be able to have a gun if they meet the legal requirements. All right, so I did a little research. He calls it research. It's just going to Google and typing in a few things. So I found this. There's a story. There's more to the story that MaKaE, of course, did not mention because it doesn't fit his agenda. The headline is, ex-cop challenged woman over texting in the same movie theater 3 weeks ago. It emerges as lawyer claims retired cop had every right to defend himself and felt threatened. Okay, so here's some facts from this case. Chad Olson, the guy who got shot, had been texting his daughter's daycare about her. That's what the texting was about. Curtis Reeves shot the 43-year-old in the chest after a confrontation. The shot man's wife, Nicole, was shot in the hand as she tried to protect her husband. Terrified moviegoers say they heard arguing and saw popcorn flying right before the shooting. So here's the guy right here sitting during his arraignment wearing what they call a suicide smock. Apparently they're afraid that he might try and kill himself. Look at this face. I don't know if you can see this. Let me blow it up a little bit. Is that the face of a man who's really convinced he did the right thing? I don't think so. Anyway. All right, so here's something that emerged that I found very interesting. Let me get down to it. At the hearing on Tuesday, the court heard that Reeves had allegedly confronted a woman at the same movie theater last month. The judge was told that after hearing about the shooting on the news, a woman came forth to police to say he had told her to stop texting when she was watching a film in the same theater with him on December 28th. Although she didn't make a complaint at the same time, the woman claimed Reeves had glared at her the entire time and then followed her to the women's bathroom at one point. So you're telling me this guy isn't mentally ill? There's more. A neighbor, Matthew Harris, told the Tampa Bay Times that Reeves had confronted him about 18 months ago for having his car stereo too loud. He kind of snapped at me at first, but then he calmed down. So here's this retired cop who feels he has the right to be cop, judge, jury, and executioner because someone is texting in a theater or playing their car stereo too loud. You tell me that's not mental illness? That's bullshit. And again, MaKaElectric expresses his extreme ignorance by saying, there's no way that this could even have happened. Epic fail, MaKaE. Epic fail.